This is part 3 of 100 common sense financial hacks you should do. In this video, I will show you another 20 steps you can take toward your financial goals. 1. Record your spending. Create an expenses worksheet to record your spending. That means creating a column with your budgets for each of your spending sections and then inputting your actual spending. If there's a variance to the good, make sure you save the difference. Overspend? You should find somewhere else to make up the difference. It may sound time-consuming and finicky, but it's the most efficient way to manage your expenses and your budget. 2. 1 day a week. 1 day every week you should aim to spend no money whatsoever. That means you can't stop for coffee, you can't go to the drive-thru, and you need to eat food from your fridge and drink your coffee. Make sure the tank is full ahead of time. 3. Less is more. How often do you go to the gym? Are you using every cable channel that you pay for? It's time to reassess this type of spending and ask yourself the tough questions. There are plenty of ways to exercise for free and drop that gym membership. There are also streaming services available that will provide you with plenty of entertainment without the hefty cable bill. 4. Smart spending. You should always live within your means. Before you can set a budget, you need to know exactly where you spend your money. That's kind of a major deal in creating a realistic budget. 5. Calendar. Use your calendar as a tool for effective budgeting. You can review when bills are due, predict when other expenses may crop up, and plan exactly where your money will go and when. So, your budget should marry up with your calendar, whether it's a paper one or a digital one. 6. Top tip. One way to make life a bit easier to tackle periodic payments or larger payments is to determine exactly what you will need to spend throughout the year. Divide the total by your 12 months and save that each month to cover the cost without putting yourself in financial peril. 7. Increase your savings. Think about how many things you need to save for. In addition to emergencies, there's your retirement, education for the kids, and a variety of other expenses that crop up. Some experts say saving 10% of your income is sufficient to build your savings, but others say it should be 25%. 8. Automated payments. So, we already suggested you set up an automatic payment for your savings account. You should do the same for all of your bills. It means that you won't forget to pay anything, thus incurring fees for late payments. It's also a time-saving exercise. 9. Control your debt. You need to know exactly how much money you owe. Aim to pay off your debts with the highest interest rates first. Once you pay them off, cut them up, cancel them, and never look back. When it comes to smaller debts, pay off the minimum until the rest is cleared. Once you clear them, you can work on the smaller debts by increasing monthly payments. 10. Mortgage. When it comes to making a home purchase, there are a couple of key pieces of information to consider. Firstly, your mortgage should not exceed 2.5 times your total income. Moreover, it shouldn't be over 80% of the value of the home. 11. Entertainment. One of the biggest expenses we incur is eating out too often. It's okay to treat yourself, but don't agree to things that you can't afford. Commit yourself to what you want to attend and budget for that. 12. Emergencies. The best way to look at your savings each month is to look at it as though it's a bill. It's a bill just like your rent or mortgage. You pay your utility bills, and so should you put your savings aside. So, if you can set up a direct debit to pay yourself each month, do it. Your future self will thank you. 13. Overextended. Get honest with yourself. Take a look at where you spend and consider what is too much. The biggest culprit of overspending is rent. Your rent shouldn't be any more than 20% of your income. Now consider how much of your income is going on rent. It might be time to look for a new place. 14. Cash wealthy. One of the most effective ways to manage your expenses is to use cash. There can be a disconnection between your money and your spending when you pull out a card. Some people withdraw the entirety of their budget and separate it into designated envelopes. Once that money is gone, the spending is over. You may find this a helpful trick to get over your issues with sticking to a budget. 15. Give freely. Don't let a strict budget prevent you from paying it forward. Find a charity that resonates with you and budget it monthly. 16. Auto checkup. Again, this is insurance related. What kind of car insurance do you have? Does it cover injuries, damages, theft, or fire? Every state has different requirements, but many only require the bare minimum, which is going to cost you more in the end. Make sure you know what you're paying for. 17. Health checkup. No, not that kind of checkup. It's all about checking out your health insurance. Firstly, what are you covered for? Are there limits on mental health or prescriptions? Take a look at your co-pays and premiums and determine whether you are in the right place. 18. Ask tough questions. What does money mean to you? What about your partner? One of you may be more risk-averse than the other. Which means you need to ask truly tough questions of each other to determine the best course of action for your financial situation. You can reach a compromise, but not without being prepared for some radical honesty with each other. 19. Practice makes perfect. You should think of financial wellness as a way to reframe money. Money is the fuel of life, and failure to manage it properly can leave you despondent. It's always a factor in life, so the practice does make perfect. 20. You're not bad with money. That negativity is going to fuel your belief that you're not good with money. It's not about that, it's about creating new and healthy habits. As always, this video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. You should always do your own research and speak to a financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Thank you for watching us and see you in the next one.